It is a Tuesday, and I'm here with my girl. She is the host of the Reecie Colbert Show, which airs every Saturday, Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m., right here on Sirius XM Urban View. My girl, the one and only Reecie Colbert. Reecie, how you feeling?
Feeling good. How you feeling, New York Times bestseller?
I'm feeling so good, and we are currently live on the good YouTube. Currently live on the good YouTube. What's up, YouTube? How you feeling? We're only going to be on here for a minute, but I want to tell y'all, make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. You got to hit like and subscribe. I want you to also subscribe to Reecie Colbert's page as well. And the title of our YouTube, it says, Child, it's Tuesday in America. The Clay Kane Show live with Reecie Colbert. We try to push on through. We try to make it happen. And then also, I have you can join Clay Nation. You can join. So I'm going to post the link on how to join, and you can become a member and get easier access to our when my videos go live and so on. So it's a good time. But also make sure you like because that really helps the algorithm as well. Also want to say, if you want to get a copy of my book, The Grift, The Downward Spiral, Black Republican from the Party of Lincoln to the Cult of Trump. I talked about it with Don Lemon yesterday. And if you're a Lemon head, welcome over here to Clay Nation and my girl Reecie Colbert. America needs Reecie Colbert. You can go to strandbooks.com, 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 and get a signed copy of the book, and they'll mail it to you wherever you are in the domestic United States. So all that good stuff. And, there's also this game here called Sounds About Right, Reecie Colbert's game. Reecie, in case folks are watching for the first time, because I got a whole bunch of new subscribers from Don's show, and they, of course, love you
Oh,
on Don's show, how can they pick up Sounds About Right?
hey, Lemonheads. Well, you can pick up my Sounds
Yes.
About Right game on soundsaboutRightGame.com or at mytrippagame.com. It is trivia with a twist. It's 10 categories. It's not, you don't have to be a brainiac. And actually, as long as you and the people you know are wrong about the same things, you can still win the game. Okay.
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's a beautiful thing. So yeah, make sure y'all support. We're in the comments section now. So yeah, all that good
And
stuff.
and let me
All
say
right,
something too,
please
because
say it.
everybody answered the call and got you way over 40K. And like
I'm
six,
almost at 41,000
you
subscribers.
are. And I got like 60
Yes.
subscribers. So what's up with that? How y'all gonna give Clay love and not me? Look, I know that Clay is our historian. He's a New York Times bestseller. It don't cost you nothing to click subscribe. You ain't got to watch my video. Some of y'all don't like how I cuss, whatever. That's fine. Just you can still hook a sister up with a subscription. Okay. I ain't charging. Okay.
Yes. Black
So
Women Views, y'all. Black Women Views. Make sure you subscribe to Reese's page. Make sure you subscribe. The Lemonheads are in the building. What's up, Daryl? I see you. Lemonheads, I see you. Yeah, Black Women Views. Make sure y'all subscribe. As Don Lemon says, it's important to support independent journalists, folks. I
mhm.
mean, Reese and I were on Sirius XM, so we're a part of this amazing family. But we do independent work. We do it our way, and Sirius XM gives us the freedom to do all that. So yeah, make sure you hit and support Reese because your
Yeah.
videos are great, and you do those brilliant 90-second videos that I can never do. I'm not good at that. So there's a certain art form to how you deliver your content. And I oftentimes, share your content with some of my people in Philly who,
Yeah.
don't want to watch a 20-minute breakdown from me. And the way that you do it just is concise and clear. And that's part of good messaging in general, right? So
Right,
yeah, y'all
right.
got to support.
Well, maybe I'll
You got to
put a
support.
challenge out. Okay, maybe because people want us to go live again. And I
They
didn't ask
do.
you if I could do this, Clay, but I'll say when I get to 20K, we could schedule another live session. Okay.
Okay, 20K. Get Reecie Colbert to 20K because I want to go live again soon.
Yeah.
So, yo,
Or
okay, I
after
didn't even tell
hours,
you
or
this.
after hours live.
Our after hours, if we have kicking it with Clay and Reecie. So, I think we should try to go live again the first week of April, like we did the first week of March. So,
Mm-hmm.
in order for us to do that, and we did like an hour and a half, you got to
Yeah.
make sure you subscribe to Black Women Views. Subscribe to get Reecie there. Where are you at now, Reecie?
I'm at 18.7. So that ain't asking a lot because they got you
We need to
way
come
you
on,
you
y'all.
at 40.8. So I feel like it's enough people that could at least give your girl a sympathy subscription. Okay. So
Exactly. We got to do that. We got to do that. All right, Reecie. There is a husband in distress right now.
ooh, yeah.
He's in distress because his wife is now sitting in an ICE detention center.
Mm.
A man from Wisconsin, and he
Mm-hmm.
happens to be a Trump supporter.
Mm.
Yes, 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 yes. This is according to USA Today, and I wish I can get the writer's name right. I like to say right. I'm sorry, Lauren Villagran could be her name. She wrote this
Mm-hmm.
article about a man. The title is "This Wisconsin Man Voted for Trump. Now his wife sits in an ICE detention center."
Ooh, child. In Louisiana at that.
I know. His name is Bradley Bartell. Her name is Camelia. Am I saying it right? Munoz. And they have a small town love story, Reecie, living their life, pop dipping and spinning. They were on their way home after pop dipping and spinning from their honeymoon in Puerto Rico. An immigration agent pulled his wife to the side at the airport and said, "Are you an American citizen?" Hmm. She said no, she wasn't, but she's from Peru, and that her husband had taken legal steps to one day, according to the article, one day she might get U.S. citizenship. Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Well, they detained her. And according to USA Today, she has been detained by ICE for weeks now.
Jeez.
And other family members, mm,
Oh, and
including a
other
woman in her
family
50s.
members. I didn't catch that
Yes,
part
yes.
because I read the article. So wait, what happened?
In addition to Munoz, USA Today has confirmed through attorneys, family members, and documents that ICE has detained for weeks. Maybe it's not allegedly, reportedly. Maybe it's not her. That's the way that I read it.
Okay, okay.
One is a woman in her 50s who's been in the
Mm-hmm.
country for more than 30 years and is married to
Mm-hmm.
a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Another is a, yeah, go on and on and on. Actually, I don't think it's her family, so correction. And if it is, sorry to hear that. Uh, the folks who've been detained don't have a criminal record, Reecie, at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, like you said, in an ICE detention center in Louisiana,
Mm.
ain't that something? And the man said he's worried. He said, "quote Emotionally, I'm concerned for her. It can't be easy being trapped in a room with 100 other people. They don't have anything in there. It's just so wasteful."
Mm.
He said they keep in touch via 20 cents a minute phone calls.
Ooh.
She worries about his son. I'm not clear if that's their kid together from a different relationship.
No, it's his
And she
it's his kid, not hers. Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she worries whether he's eating well or misses her Peruvian cooking.
Oh, child. Mm.
According to the article, the money the couple saved for a down payment on a home has evaporated into
Yep.
attorney's fees and a
Mm.
savings to pay a bond for her release if she's given that chance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As far as voting for Trump in Wisconsin, swing state,
Yep.
he said, "I knew they were cracking down. I guess I didn't know how it was going down."
Mm.
According to the article, he imagined the administration would target people who snuck over the border and weren't vetted. He says, but his wife, they know who she is and where she came from. They need to get the vetting done and not keep these people locked up. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
That's the closing line of the article.
Oh, child.
See, this is what I've been saying. You don't care until it impacts you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not undocumented. I don't know anybody who's undocumented. I'm a black American born and raised in this country. I don't whatever. And I was still worried and concerned about people who are
Mm-hmm.
undocumented. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not selfish like that.
Yeah.
I'm not in a space where if it doesn't impact me, then I don't give a damn.
Mm.
Because I've said it before, I want everybody to be free.
Right.
I want everybody to be safe. I don't think anybody should be locked up in an ICE detention center. That's why I can't be a one issue voter.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got to
Mm-hmm.
see
Mm-hmm.
beyond my lens. But look at you. You didn't think. And with these articles, with all due respect to the journalists, the one question I want to know, Reecie, is would you vote differently?
Right. Right. Right.
And I want to play one more clip from you from CNN. They spoke to a group of people of how they're concerned and frustrated about what's happening in Trumpism. Listen to this brief clip.
These people, they're not dumb. They're being tricked every day
Oh,
to vote for
wrong clip.
policies.
Wrong clip. Pull it back. It's the CNN clip. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Maybe it was earlier. Exactly. Thanks.
President Trump's second term, and now some of his swing state supporters are expressing some buyer's remorse. They're sounding off in a focus group co-conducted by Axios. It's a group that consisted of 13 voters from battleground Michigan who voted for Joe Biden in 2020, but then for Donald Trump last year.
Axios reported that most expressed frustration and worry using words like erratic, frightening, disruptive, and dictator to describe their concerns.
It's getting to the point where I'm almost scared to watch the news.
A lot of his actions have just been disruptive and creating chaos.
I don't think anyone would have voted for him if they expected to see what we're seeing now.
I was voting for him based off of the economy the first time around, and I'm seeing a significant decline.
It's very scary.
Only one voter in that focus group, though, said that she would pick Kamala Harris if she were to do it all over again.
Only one voter in that focus group said she would pick Kamala Harris if they were going to do it all over again.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Ain't
minute.
that America? Home of the free. Ain't that America? I'm quoting John Kruger Mellencamp. Reecie Colbert, your thoughts?
Well, okay, let's go back to the Wisconsin ban real quick. You know, first of all, the biggest source of illegal immigration is people overstaying their visas, which is what his wife, fiance, whatever they are, did.
Not
She overstayed her visa.
Overstayed visas. Yeah.
So you sitting up there talking about people climbing fences and shit, crossing the border illegally, running for their lives like they ain't shit. When your wife is part of the biggest illegal group of people here. And this is what didn't register for people when he talked about illegal, that they are the illegal people too. They're not just talking about the criminals, the so-called criminals. They look at you as criminals because they don't believe you should be here. So that was stupid. But the thing about it, okay, fine. He's a dumbass. He seems to still believe that those people deserve to be deported and detained and whatever, just not his wife. But the thing that was so stupid about all this was I saw in the article, you didn't mention this part. It costs $283 a day per person for this detention center. Now, I recall people being up in arms about migrant shelters and how much money we spending on migrant shelters. So migrant shelters aren't okay, so that people ain't freezing their asses off on the street, so that people ain't bopping you upside your head to get rent money. But private for-profit detention centers are okay. And what this has done is this has taken people who have jobs, who pay taxes, So these are people who are economic contributors to our society. You've taken them away from being economic contributors and you put them in a system where now they're a drain on the system because we're paying $282 to detain them. So this is a net loss, a drastic net loss in terms of if we're doing this to make our society better, that's ass backwards. I don't think that these people deserve to be in there on the merits of their humanity, on the merits of the fact that immigration ain't this big problem. They didn't have this propaganda and disinformation out to make it be. But if we're talking about we're spending too much money on people that came here, we spending too much money on foreign aid, but then you sit back while they cut $1 billion from USDA for SNAP benefits, food stamps, for free lunches for kids. When you have Republican governors, when Biden was in office, that refused to extend free lunches during the summer for kids, when we're paying hundreds of dollars to incarcerate, detain people that were otherwise economic contributors to our society, that's not moving us towards making investments in our people, in American citizens, especially when they're laying off federal workers, when they are cutting funding, billions of dollars in funding for research. They're cutting funding that has gone to farmers, that has created economic activity within our economy. NIH is a place where $1 we spend for NIH funding creates $2.62 of economic activity. So that's a profit that we're getting off of that. All of these things are happening where we are contracting our economy. The ATO Fed projected a contraction of the GDP by 1 point something percentage points. We're contracting our economy, we're contracting our federal services while spending money detaining people that we don't need to spend. Oh, and by the way, the people that we're deporting to Venezuela with no due process, who may or may not be gang members, I'm sorry, to El Salvador, we're paying millions. I'm going to have to look up the number when I stop talking, to El Salvador to detain those people. This shit ain't free. So we should have an honest discussion about where we want to make our investment. And do we want to make our investment in detaining economic drivers or economic net people who have a positive net benefit to our society? Or do we want to just say, fuck it, they got to go regardless, and we'll spend whatever it costs to get them packed up out of here? I don't think that we should be doing the latter. I think we should be more strategic if we really want to talk about what we need to do with this country.
What do they say? Fuck around and find out. Isn't that what they were saying? Ain't it something? It's just stunning to me that your Peruvian wife, you had an option to vote for someone else. I mean, the war on him. I mean, he was explicit about what he said he was going to do.
Oh yeah,
he's explicit about it. He's clear about it. He's bold about it. He's proud of it. And now you're saving.
And I didn't see an
This
article.
is one of those scenarios. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I didn't see an article where she said, "Hey, babe, maybe don't vote for Trump because he gonna pack my ass up out of here." She seemed like she believed, well, yeah, he ain't coming for me. Well, bitch, you thought wrong, because now your ass is in the detention center with the rest of the illegals.
How's this story gonna end? And I like to remind people, you're right about that. The majority of people who are here, quote unquote, undocumented, they're here because they flew over here via an overstayed visa. That's the majority of folks who are here. But hey,
but he getting them too. The Indian, the Chinese, he packing up everybody. I will say, I ain't for it. I'm not supporting it, but I will say, he packing people up of every race, background. He trying to pack up these Ukrainians. He's like, okay, Venezuelan, Cuban, everybody got to go. Indian got to go. Chinese got to go. German got to go. Like, he is like, everybody got to go. I'm not saying that with any admiration. I'm saying that because I'm actually surprised. And I'm sure those people are surprised too. I'm sure that there ain't an Indian immigrant in the world who thought that they was going to be shackled on a plane back to India because Donald Trump ass won the damn White House.
Thoughts and prayers, brother. She said, I hope he's missing my Peruvian cooking.
Well, he can. What did the Bardazar say? He can go with you to Peru.
Is that what did he say that?
I mean, he said. Remember, he said that mixed status families they can deport along.
You can go with them back to the. Oh my God, that's so cruel.
He said.
I don't mean to laugh, but damn,
during,
that's mean.
He said that.
But
shit
you know what's so
during
funny?
the election, by the way.
I don't know all of immigration law, but I thought if you were married to an American citizen, well, I guess it takes time to. I thought you automatically got a green card or something.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
You mean to tell me you were y'all were that's okay? So I'm not celebrating her being in a detention center. I'm not celebrating that. But I'm just saying, like, you're here undocumented. You didn't put in the work before you went to an airport and made sure. Okay, I got everything locked down. I got my.
But Clay,
y'all really thought you were covered.
Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Why is there immigration checks at Puerto Rico? That part is racist. Now that part is racist because
but if I were undocumented, I wouldn't be going to nobody's airport. I'm not Puerto Rico or not. That's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't lock this stuff. Y'all thought you were that covered. I mean, that's like, there's certain things you don't do when you're not. If you got a warrant out for your arrest. I know people. Right. Oh, I can't go somewhere. I got a warrant. Like, this is just y'all. But hey,
they didn't think he was talking about them. But I mean, I
will say
it's crazy. It's crazy to have immigration checks at Puerto Rico. That's
Kamala's for they them. You fucked around and found out you were one of they them.
Okay, hello, that part. That's sad.
You found out.
That's sad.
You found out. Let me see here. Let's go to a call here. Let's go to Daryl from Alabama. What's up, Daryl? First time caller. What's up, first time caller?
Yeah, how y'all doing? I'm hearing a lot of this Trump backlash on here, but I want to know what y'all gonna do in all this hooting and hollering when he give us the $5,000. You forgot about that.
Oh.
Daryl.
Okay. You talking about the Doge dividend? You gonna get a Doge dividend?
The Doge dividend checks that they've been baiting you with?
That's what
are you looking forward to that check, Daryl?
I mean, yeah, he say he gonna give it to us. I'm gonna hold on
to really? It. And when Trump says he's gonna do something, Mr. Daryl, you believe it.
What you gonna do with $5,000? What you gonna do? How you gonna spend your Doge dividend? How you gonna spend?
Well, I'm gonna give me a couple more hogs. I'm gonna fill up my farm. I mean, cause y'all around.
He gonna buy.
I thought he said something else. So, brother, what if I tell you that $5,000 check? What if I tell you it ain't coming? How would you feel about that? It's coming because
Elon Musk said we're gonna get it.
Oh, Elon Musk said you're going to get that $5,000. Okay, Mr.
So it must be
Darryl,
true.
how old are you?
I'm 47 years old.
You're 47?
47?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What year were you born?
What year was what you working for the police or something? What you trying to do?
What you say you're 47? What year were you born?
I mean, what you trying to do?
I don't know, Mr. Darryl. You sound like you playing a character. I don't even know if I'm taking this seriously, Mr. Darryl. I don't know if I believe you, Mr. Darryl. But you believe.
He said
you know what?
Buy some
I believe you.
With his Doge dividend.
What'd you say?
He said he buying some hogs with his Doge.
Hogs with his Doge. There's something about Mr. Darryl. I believe you as much as I believe Elon Musk. But you believe you're gonna get that. That's okay. I mean, hey, sure.
Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you go out and buy those hogs right now on credit? And then when you get the Doge dividend, you can pay off your credit pay off them hogs with that Doge dividend, because that Doge dividend is right around the corner, right, Daryl? Oh, he
dropped. Damn it! I was enjoying talking to Daryl. I wanted to know Daryl's deadline for the Doge dividend. I wanted to know the deadline. What's the deadline like if you don't get it by?
He had to have been satire, right? Was that?
Yeah, because it's something about it. This bit was making me laugh.
Yeah.
Something about it, just it makes
I don't know if
me
he
laugh.
was serious, but if that was
He said some hogs, and the accent sounded a little bit too cartoonish, but maybe that's the way he talked. 47. Now, I'm not saying you could tell somebody's age through their vocal cords, but it was my spirit that told me. It didn't sound like 47.
He said, "What you trying to do?" Okay, he committed to the bit though. He committed to the bit, I will say, but he couldn't keep it going. That's why he dropped off, because he probably was laughing his ass off, and he was like, "Let me just hang up because this shit is funny." But okay, that's fine.
He said Elon Musk said
it. Okay, everybody, if you believe you're getting a Doge check, go to checking the cash. Go get you a payday loan and wait for that Doge dividend. If you believe
you're barely going to get your income tax return with they're firing all the IRS workers.
Okay.
You'd be happy if you get that by July or August.
Ciao.
It's Tuesday in America.
I'm gonna ask people, how does the bill become law? That's what I'm gonna ask people.
Right.
If you want a Doge dividend, first you got to answer how a bill becomes law. And then I
don't think he knows that in order to do that, it'd have to go through this thing called Congress, and then Trump might want to wait if it actually got done, which it won't, to have his signature on it, sure, like he did with the stimulus check as folks were suffering. But hey, he wants his hogs.
Hog mog.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe that was a first time caller either. I've recognized that character, but it's okay.
It was fun. He gave us some little entertainment. I got a little cackle out. I ain't buying it. If you're trying to get our blood pressure up, you ain't do nothing but give us a little bit of entertainment on this here live. So thank you, dear.
We don't get shook up. We joyful people.
Exactly.
Joyful noise. Joyful. Let's go to let me see here. Ken from Wisconsin. What up, Ken, brother? Ken, brother, you there?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, can you hear me?
I can, brother.
I'm feeling great. I'm great at the moment. By the way, I am from Camden, New Jersey, and I went to school in West Philly.
Oh, no, what high school?
I wasn't in high school. It was Penn. Not as good as the high
Penn
school.
State? Okay.
No, the other one. The one that's laying down while they take all sorts of money away and isn't raising a fuss, which really amazes me. They supposedly have such influential alumni. All of them are silent like the cat's got their tongue. Say something I wanted to talk about. Well, I just discussed it. At any rate, one of the things I've been hearing about on Karen's show is the idea that Native Americans are entitled to reparations first, which is something no one has ever said. I've never heard it before Urban View, but it's true. I focused on Indian law in my legal career, and I will tell you, there isn't a treaty that hasn't been broken by the United States government. Not one.
Yeah.
And the way they work it out, you have to have an identity card making sure that you are having the right blood quantum to be considered an Indian, which, by the way, was an idea. Hitler picked that one up to determine who the Jews were. And it's disgusting. And then you got Musk saying that, it wasn't Hitler that was doing it, it was the civil servants that were killing the people. This is the craziest thing going.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was reported in Forbes. Google Hitler, Musk, Forbes, and you'll see the article.
Mr. Ken, you've called in before, right?
Yeah, years ago.
Oh, I remember. I remember talking to you vaguely.
Well,
I haven't heard Karen say that, but I like to always remind people, Karen obviously probably broke this down, that there's this myth that Native Americans got cash reparations. That never happened. There was a reparations bill that went through in the 1970s, and it was horrible, and it did nothing. And as we all know, Native Americans have some of the highest rates of alcoholism. The land that they're pushed out to is some of the worst land that you've seen. I like to remind people too that part of the reason why Biden wins Arizona was because of the high Native American turnout that really brought Arizona home for him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm an expert on Native American history or anything like that, but
Right.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, Native Americans couldn't even become citizens until, oh my gosh, was it 1924? Native Americans, the 15th Amendment didn't include Native Americans. When did Native Americans become citizens? I feel like it was 1924. Damn, isn't that crazy? Native Americans didn't get full citizenship until 1924. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
sick.
Yeah.
That's vile.
I mean, they were here
Disgusting.
first. So.
Right. They were here, but Trail of Tears, they had to wipe
But
them out.
was
It was
it
pretty
because of
vicious.
their like the the idea of sovereignty, or I don't know.
I don't know all the details. I
Okay.
know there was like territory limits, and I don't know all the details. Remember when I was in college at Rutgers, I wanted to take a Native American history class, and there was none available.
Mm.
There was none available
Mm.
to take a Native American history class.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole language of, I'm actually reading here. Native Americans have been denied citizenship both in the Constitution and through the 14th Amendment. While 1924 they were granted citizenship, it didn't guarantee, listen to this, Reecie, Native Americans got the right to vote in all states until 1957. Damn. Oh, so your point about a sovereignty. Some indigenous people say they did not want citizenship, but they wanted sovereignty, which they didn't get.
Oh, damn. So they didn't get that either. That's crazy.
Yeah, really, really. That's why I know we're bouncing around here. Thank you for your call, Mr. Ken. I was so outraged when Elizabeth Warren said she was Native American. And when she was at Harvard, she was marked down as Native American.
And then
And the
she turned
Washington
back
Post did a
white
great
too. She was white when it was. I'm not gonna get on
and
Elizabeth.
she apologized. Say it again.
I said, don't get me started on Elizabeth Warren. I done called the truth.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was really disturbing that she did that. Oh wow. Is this breaking news? Oh, I heard about this. The Trump administration has cut a clause from federal contracting rules that have been on the books since the 1960s. Companies are no longer explicitly prohibited from having segregated facilities.
Now what? What the fuck?
This is an NPR.
Let me look this up.
Ain't that something?
So
No longer explicitly prohibited from having segregated restaurants, waiting rooms, and drinking fountains.
what?
I'm going to send it to you right now, Reecie. Child, it's Tuesday in America.
And this is where I keep saying, y'all keep thinking that we can depend on the benevolence of fill in the blank people. I ain't even gonna say it. Y'all can fill in the blank. They not rolling this shit back because these people are so charitable, so benevolent, so advanced that they no longer need to be directed to not do these things. Trust and believe that ain't wise being rolled back.
Okay, here's what a professor is saying, but I think people need to rethink when they believe something is just symbolism. Melissa Murray, a law professor at NYU, a constitutional law professor. They don't care about the Constitution, Miss Murray. But she said, it's symbolic, but it's incredibly meaningful in its symbolism. These provisions that required federal contractors to adhere to and comply with federal civil rights laws and to maintain integrated rather than segregated workplaces were all part of the federal government's efforts to facilitate the settlement that led to integration in the 1950s and 1960s. The fact that they are now excluding those provisions from the requirements for federal contractors speaks volumes. But I'm sorry, I don't think it's symbolism. I think it's chipping away at the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Don't take stuff like this as just symbolism. It may not happen, but it's the long game. and they've been trying to break this down since 1964. So don't dismiss
We've been
this.
saying
Oh, it's
Jim
just a
Crow
little bit of symbol.
2.0. We've been saying it. This is
Yeah,
more proof.
Southern Strategy 2.0. And I bet you what he's going to do is he's going to bait it as the trans people. Well, I only did that so, men aren't in women's bathrooms. It'll be, they'll throw trans into somewhere.
Well, and that is part of it. And that's why I think it is so important for people to understand that being anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ puts you in lockstep with the people that are racist. They use that community, the they thems, as a pretext for also doing racist, white supremacist, white nationalist shit. There is not a time where they only attack that community, which, by the way, is not okay either. Just morally, I'm not okay with that. But I'm saying, even if you're not compelled to say that they have a right to exist, it's not your business, whatever situation may be, whatever the rationale, you have to understand that plotting or being okay with things hurting them is also being okay and green lighting, giving permission slip for things to hurt you. It goes hand in hand. We're seeing 100% of the time from this administration, not 50% of the time. We're seeing every time it goes hand in hand.
Okay, we're going to head to a break and then we'll rock some calls. But I do want to say thank you for all the people who joined Clay Nation. Sam, Liana, Delia, Rick, Yvette, GP, Steven, E. Ross, Amsterdam, Kelly, Charles. What up, Charles Luck? We love you, brother. And Karen, y'all, the new members to Clay Nation. We appreciate you. Just make sure you join. I have the little join. You subscribe to my channel, but then you also want to join Clay Nation. A little small fee, and you get access to stuff. You get comments, and you get access to the videos that drop early and all that good stuff. And Reecie, she is currently at 18.8 subscribers.
18.8.
So did you increase yet?
Yeah, about 100 or so. We ain't at 20.
Come on now. Let's try and
we get to 20.
We can get 200 more by the next 20 minutes. We can do that. Yeah. We can do that. All right. Let's head to a break. Reecie, you want to stay on and chat with the people?
Yeah, I'll stay on and chat.
Okay, we'll stay on and chat for a minute. Then we'll come back, quick break, and we'll take some calls and close it out. All right, Clay Kane Show with Reecie Colbert. Be right back.
This is the Clay Kane Show on Sirius XM Urban View, channel 126.
Okay, let's see. Hey, everybody. Let's see. Oh, the Melanie Mary says from 2025 back to 1925. Oh, Trump Crow 2.0. Jackie Salters. That's good. That's good, actually. Apartheid America. Oh, is Dr. Amakongo on here? Hey, everybody. Okay, what y'all got? Hey, Kay Jordan. We love you back. Everybody saying love Clay and Reecie. Love you back. Now, Foxy says, I don't care, separate us. I'm tired of them anyway. Again, look, separation will be fine if they could just leave us the hell alone, but we know in history that ain't how that works. They're trying to dismantle our entire way of living. Okay. Kai says, my hair is cute like that. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just doing little curls for the girls. It's warming up a little bit. Ooh, Seabree says, I love to see you on The View. That would be nice. Julian says, get your passport and leave. I don't know. Is it? Go back to where you came from, or what is it, Julian? Tell me what kind of energy you going. what you mean? Okay. Sally says, I love your shady. I am a very active listener. I'm a very verbal listener. And sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, girl, shut up. Like if I listen to stuff back, I'll be like, girl, shut up. All that. But Clay says he likes it. So yes. Okay, let's see. Do I wear it up? Honey, no, honey, because this is Deborah says, do I wear it up? Girl, not with these bundles. I ain't got K-tips. So if I wore it up, you would see a whole situation. But I can do this. Like, this how I can do it. Boom. Can't see my tracks. Let's see. Chinyelu, did I say that right? It says it will be separate but not equal. That's the issue. Exactly. Oh God. All right. It looks like we're coming back from the break.